What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to the Legion of Comics. I'm Mark, and I'm here with a variant comic unboxing today. I was waiting on some pieces of mail to show up. They did, so I'm looking forward to opening them, showing you what I got, as well as some other covers that have come along the way in between these two variants. So before we do that, check this out. All right, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, and ring that notification bell so you see whenever future videos drop. All right, like I said, I'm very excited. I have two packages to unbox, as well as some other covers to look at, some things to talk about, and we'll go from there. So first off, today, you can probably tell from the thumbnail that we're going to be talking about a very iconic cover, one that has really hit the market and taken off like a wildfire. I'm sorry if that's insensitive to people living in California, whatever. But that's ASM number 55, and that's this Gleason webhead variant that came out. And I saw this one coming, and I definitely thought it looked awesome, as well as Chris over at the Comic Vet. He talked about it a lot, and I made sure to go ahead and get two copies of these because I have some plans for them, which I'll talk about in this video as well. So that was the first print for ASM number 55, the Pat Gleason variant, which it's such an iconic image already. It hadn't even been out long. This is one of those modern covers. It doesn't happen often, but like how ASM 300 is just such an iconic cover. This thing, I believe, is going to be around for years to come. Like, I don't know why someone didn't think of it so much sooner to just do a simple Spider-Man made out of web. It's just awesome, and the little spider hanging in there. But over on the Comic Vet channel, he talked about it, as well as did a video on it even, about how if you're a big fan of this cover, make sure that you get a couple of copies. You don't want to miss out on them. Hey, Kyle, will you grab that package off my desk? This is the wrong one. But he talked about how you don't want to miss out on it because he's sure that you'll see more of it. They'll do more with this. He could picture them homaging it, doing other characters, all that. And it didn't take long before they announced it that they were going to do a second print in a different color. And I picked up two copies of that one as well. And even scored, I think I've owned like 5 of these at this point, because places like Big Time Collectibles, as well as Frankie's Comics, they like to throw in bonus books with orders. And this was an included bonus book in more than one order that I placed. So I guess they were trying to hit high numbers and get exclusive ratios and stuff. Yeah, this is the wrong one. So, and then it wasn't even long after that third print that they announced, the second print that they announced the third print, which it was kind of one of those things that every time one came out, I was like, dude, I like this one even better than the last one. So they did the white one, then the red one, then the blue one. And of course, I picked up 2 copies of that one as well. You know, with these having these all black covers, they're hard to catch those elusive 9.8s, those near mint pluses, you know, those upper grades. But this one still even stands out as such an awesome one. I just absolutely love this blue one. It's wicked nice. But anyways, the webheads didn't stop with Spider-Man. It didn't take them long for exactly what the Comic Vet said would happen to happen. And I'm sure there's other people out there that talked about it, but he was literally the first person I heard talk about it. Like from the day that 55 dropped, he was very excited about it. I spoke with him, and he already warned me, like, dude, watch out for that. That cover is going to explode. You're going to see a lot of it. You're going to see all kinds of other ones of it. And they've already parodied it. Did a bunch of parodies with it, like a lot of indie books and stuff have done covers with it. Like there was even a Donald Trump one. There was like a Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. I think there was even a Yoda one. This packaging is intense. Oh, wow. Super protected. So I think this is the one that I was looking for. So this comes with a certificate of authenticity. And this one was not one that was sold to comic shops. This one was a shop variant exclusive. So you would had to have pre-ordered it and everything, and it did sell out. It most definitely did sell out, and for that reason, I didn't chase after it. I wasn't sure how heavy I was going to go on these, but I decided I definitely wanted all the webhead ones, and so I went back and I just been watching them, and I caught one at a great price. and it's the Venom number 33 Pat Gleason webhead variant. So this is the first time me holding this book in my hand and actually looking at it. It came amazingly packaged, man. That was fantastic, and I'm gonna have to try to remember to link the eBay seller in here because he was great. It was like 2 or 3 days after I bought it that he reached out and said he's sorry. He'd been crazy with work and he hadn't had a chance to ship it out yet. And I told him, don't worry about it. Stuff happens. It isn't a big deal. And it came to me in perfect condition, amazingly packaged. I almost want to take it out and free bag it. But unfortunately, with it being a black cover, I don't necessarily want to put fingerprints all over it. And though I'm going to have to go over and inspect the heck out of it and everything and give it a good wipe down before I send it off to get graded. But man, that looks fantastic. That definitely looks fantastic. I'm just kind of gawking at it, man. Super cool. Not normally a Venom guy too much, but I definitely love this. It is kind of unfortunate that it caught the King in Black trade banner on it, which I'm fine with. I mean, it would have been cooler just with Venom, and I'm not worried about any of the Virgin variants for any of these. I'm cool with the trade dresses on them. I'm not hunting them that hard that I need the Virgin exclusives. But after they did the Venom, I already assumed like we would definitely see another one real soon. And it wasn't long that we did. And it was definitely for that #1 issue of Carnage, Black, White, and Blood that dropped. And man, when I saw that, I'm like, God, that one might be my favorite now. Because it was cool how they got the spider hanging in his mouth. And it's just, the line work on that is just so chaotic and so wicked. I mean, they nailed that, man. And of course, got 2 copies of it. Tried to keep that flow going, and I actually missed the second print on that one, but my boy Brent picked me one up, and when he came into town, he made sure to bring it with him. And this one, I'm kind of on the fence about. I bounce around about. I'm mad that Carnage is red and the background's white, because it kind of breaks the mold of all the other ones they've done. Even though it still looks cool, you lose that negative space kind of look to it, but it would have been cool if they would have just done like a background with red Carnage or white background with red Carnage. It just seems like they kind of broke the mold with this one, but it still looks absolutely fantastic. It's still a very, very amazing cover. And it kind of just makes all the exterior symbiote kind of just stand out on this one, but it's really cool all the same. Definitely happy with it. And then, guys, it wasn't even long after all that they really expanded it, and they actually extended their limbs to a whole different character. And for the Avengers Curse of the Man-Thing one shot that they did to celebrate, I think it was like however many years of the Man-Thing, they did a Gleason variant in the webhead style for that as well. And it's like, I guess you would just consider it like all the tree roots and stuff, the vines or whatnot, but it is super awesome, man. I'm definitely a Swamp Thing over Man-Thing kind of bog monster fan. But I absolutely love this. The vibrant green on the black was just fantastic. You know, you can tell that this thing, you can see that classic Marvel waviness to it and everything. It could definitely use a good press, but I don't think they knock you on 9.8 for that. So I might have to send all these off to get pressed, but that adds another 2 months to it. It'll be a year before I see these things back. But it's worth the time, effort, and energy, I guess. Definitely needs it. But that is fantastic. That's really cool. I've absolutely love that one. And I almost dropped it. And in classic fashion, I did get 2 copies of it as well. And then finally, they even second printed that one, which is it's really cool. And I do only have 1 copy of this. My LCS didn't get a lot of them. But what they did was, instead of just having the green in it, they added some brown to it as well. And I got a free bag. I don't know why this one's so hard to pick up on the camera, but they added brown to this one, so it's green and brown, which is super cool. And look, this has the 50 years on it, 50 years of Man-Thing. It's weird that the first print did not have that, so that's a cool little addition right there to actually celebrate it. So that's the last character that they've really done in this fashion. Now, I know some people picked up that Black Panther that came out a couple of weeks back that Gleason did, and it just doesn't fit the mold to me. It's Black Panther getting rained on. It's not Black Panther is the image or anything. It's I don't think it's meant to fit in with this Bane cover. So I don't think I'm going to add that one to it. I saw it. I'm like, it just doesn't fit this. So those are the webhead ones that have come out so far, and the Vinehead one, if you will, for Man Thing, which is super cool. But finally, the cream de la crop right here that I want to open. Very excited to get this one in. I think I only seen like one other community member that I know on the reg that really has this one, or hunted it down, or picked it up ahead of time, pre-ordered it or whatnot. But this one was definitely harder to find. I didn't see any of them locally until, oh wow, oh my god. Oh wow. So it came in a top loader, and it came with a piece of tape on the bag with the details on it. But this is a gorgeous copy. Is that in the bag or on the bag? In the bag. I have to change this bag. It's got a little speckle in it. But man, new favorite one. Every time I see a new one, it's my new favorite one. But this is the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 55, second print, 1 in 50. Oh my gosh, look at that. Crispest one yet. Boy, howdy, look at that. So that completes my Webhead Gleason variants. I have at least one of each of them now, all in trade dress. Like I said, I'm not aiming for the virgins. I'm not wanting to go all out on that. I do have multiple copies of a lot. I am attempting to hit a set of 9.8s. We'll see how it goes, because like I said, I only have one of those Carnage second prints, one of the Man Thing second prints, one Venom, and one Amazing Spider-Man number 55, which reminds me, I've got my Venom 200 as well. My God, I hate to do this, but I want to jump and grab it. It should be right here. Yes, and here it is. I'm glad that didn't take any longer than I thought it would. So there's the final Gleason one for the final issue of Venom, which was the historic Venom 200, where we saw old man Eddie Brock and we saw his son Dylan take over the mantle of Venom himself. And this one's actually a square bound, and man, it is a clean, crisp copy straight off the shelf from my LCS. It does have a $9.99 price tag, so I didn't worry about picking another one up. I even went to my other local comic shop here that week, and they had two on the shelf, and I picked one up like I should get another one just to play the insurance game with it. But I was going to risk it to get the biscuit and just send in one. You know, this is the cover price on shelf book. It wouldn't be hard to reacquire later. I mean, it is that key issue of the first Dylan as Venom. And out of all those covers, there's some cool ones, but man, I had to go with that Webhead cover, man. It's just fantastic. But look at that. Look at the symbiote, him just coming out of the mouth of it. Man, that is just beautiful. So it's looking like I'm about to be doing a big submission to CGC, which will be big for me because I'm not CBCSing these. I'm just going to send them and do the long waiting game. It sounds bad, but for these, I definitely would like to see those more prestigious labels, you know, on them and everything. And I do have multiples because I'm not planning on keeping multiples. I'm going to hopefully be able to keep a set of 9.8s. If I don't hit 9.8 on some of the ones I only have one copy of, that's fine. That'll be my keep copy until I upgrade down the road. But anything that I have multiples of, no matter what the grade on it is, I'm going to try to offload. I'm going to try to sell it and hopefully get some money back to be able to fund the next submission. So I'm attempting to start a little cycle of self-funding the hobby a little bit here, because I do a lot of buying and not enough selling or trading. So this will give me some stuff that maybe people will be interested in, maybe trading for a slabbed ASM Webhead or Man Thing, you know, or a Carnage. I mean, there'll be options. There'll be options. So if you like these variants too, man, leave me a comment. Let me know which one was your favorite. Was it the white, the blue, the red Spider-Man? Was it this amazing black Spider-Man? Was it the Venom with the head on, the Venom with the head off, the Carnage, the white Carnage, the Man Thing with the brown? I mean, there's options here. Which one was your favorite? Let me know. And be sure to give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, thank you so much. And as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.